What's up, everybody? It's KanakaZach bringing you the final match for the regular season of the Maverick Dual Type Tournament. In today's battle, we have Gren versus Music. It's the final one, and guys, just looking at their teams, this looks like it's going to be a real banger. Obviously, it's a replay because, you see it right there on your screen, but the guys did it on a night I was not available to record, but that's fine. We're going to watch the replay. It's just going to be me. Let's see how this final battle turns out. Okay, so we see the Toxapex, which is a great start because Toxapex does very well against Glen's side, so just seeing that is awesome. But then the Thunder Punch comes out and the Liquidation fires back for the kill. This Toxapex is taking names oh my gosh. Oh, and it's got Black Such. Very good, very good. Volcanion coming out now. I think Glen sent it out because, Liquidation. I'm gonna absorb it, but Baneful Bunker being shot out. If anything, now is the time to switch out for Music, but he does not do so. Instead, he loses his Toxapex. He had 2 safe switch-ins by switching out into the Rotom or even the Thunderous, but instead the Rotom comes out. Here comes the trick, Hidden Power, so it's showing super effective, so that's Hidden Power Grass, Signal Beam shooting out into the Volcanion, and we do see that it's Terra Ground, which is interesting, but what's also interesting is seeing that Sucker Punch from the Rotom. But Rotom comes down to the Volcanion takes 2 for its name. Thunder is coming out now. We see that it's Life Orb. Skull doing a bunch of damage, but that Toxic is racking up. And there goes the Volcanion. It is 4-4 right now, but the person in the biggest lead is still Music. He goes for the U-turn against the Torterra, which is nice. In comes the Iron Bundle. I don't know about that switch, because here comes a Wood Hammer, and goodbye Bundle. Advantage now going to Glen. Here comes the Cloyster, Terra Ice. That could be really good depending on what Glen has. And we see the Shell Smash with the White Herb. We see Wood Hammer, obviously not going to do too much because it is a Cloyster. And, ooh, Icicle Spear. Oh no. Icicle Spear is so good against the rest of Glen's team. We see that the Cordelia is 2-shot. In comes the Charizard. We see that it's X. But, oh my god, 2, 3, yep, it's Skill Link, and down goes the Charizard X. Oh my gosh, guys, this was a little unpredicted, but, Music just won the match, which is a great end to his season. That makes him 2-6. Unfortunately, with this loss, this puts Glen at 5th place. So, here are your rankings. Here we go. This is our rankings. I hear Bobo in the background, so if you hear him, excuses. So in first place, finishing off the season with 7 wins, 1 loss, plus 27, it's going to be KanakaZach. That means he will get first pick of his choice for the playoffs. That's going to be between number 5 through number 8. I'm second place with 7-1, plus 24. Morzan, aka Chris, is in third with 6-2. What is that? Is that plus 9? Plus 8? Plus 8. Sorry, really hard to read. Then we see Dreakas. Oh, you know what? Let's just blow this up. That would make my life so much easier. Oh, too much. But that's easier to read now. Then we see Dreakas. He is 5-3 with plus 11. So that makes him 4th. So, for the playoffs, KanakaZach has chosen his target. He will be challenging the number 6 ranked TitusAnimus for, the first time ever. It's going to be the Psychic and the Ground types versus the Fighting Fairies. Advantage goes to Zach because of those Psychic types, but as we've seen Titus, he can do a lot of things. He just needs to plan well. For me, between the number 5, 7, and 8, I decided to choose TheGreatMumboJumbo. 1, because I didn't want to challenge Glen because I did lose to him in the season, and 2, John has the freaking rock, and everyone knows I hate that rock, so I chose TheGreatMumboJumbo. So that was my pick. For Morzan, he has a choice between Glen and Sakumo. His choice, because it didn't give him the most trouble, is going to be Glen, which means it's going to be Dreakas versus Sakumo in the last match of the playoffs. So here is our bracket. We have KanakaZach versus Titus in the first match, or whenever, whichever order matches go. We have Dreakas and Sakumo. It's going to be double elimination, guys, so even if they lose once, they are still in contention. They could climb out of the lower rank. And then you see myself, and then TheGreatMumboJumbo, and then finally Maverick Morzan and Glenn. Definitely not a turn of events I was hoping for. I was hoping Glenn would be on the other side, but them's the beats. But yeah, look at this, guys. So Zach and Titus, whoever wins that moves up to this one right here, and then between Dreakas and Sakumo will also be challenging the winner of that one. Same thing here, and just read it, and that's how everything's gonna be. But anyways, guys, we're almost done with the season, and so far the Maverick Dual Type Tournament has been quite interesting. We've been learning a lot of new combinations and new Pokemon to play with, because that whole random type. But be sure to check out the playoffs when they do air. They should be airing next week. Thank you for joining us for the regular season, and it's a shame that a lot of our the other players couldn't participate in the playoffs, but it is a tournament. Someone has to win. But thank you for joining me in the regular season. We'll look forward to the playoffs, like I said, and we'll see you next time, gamers. Bye!